Hello everybody. Let's continue with our PALI path. Today we are reviewing the pitch you will need to be presenting next class. Today this class will be recorded because I have some issues with the internet at home, and having a class at a Starbucks or a cafeteria is very noisy. So, said this, let's begin. Please review your Brightspace activities because we will be having several questions and activities that you will need to answer in order to craft up your mind, in order to be ready to construct your pitch. So this, let's begin with our PALI method, the person of influence. You can please everyone. Next, you must choose your starting place for your big game. Remember, your pitch is the first approach to your big game. This is the specific micro niche that you have reviewed, that you have chosen, and that you will tackle first. Even a massive phenomenon like Facebook started out exclusively for Harvard University students to share their drunken photos and party photos. Then they expanded to all university students. From a tiny micro niche, big things can grow, but it almost never happens that a business sets out to please everyone and actually achieves it. We advise clients to get specific about their micro niche, and they resist at first. It feels safer to stay open to everybody, general and non-specific. But remember that the business game and your big game is about taking some risks. Although it's counterintuitive at first, we've seen time and time again our clients gain traction when they pitch their micro niche. Consider your niche and add more criteria. You need to know exactly who you are trying to serve or the problem you're out to solve. Your pitch may focus on a gender, an age group, a geography, an ideology, a socioeconomic group. Your pitch could address a specific unmet need, a problem to solve, a common frustration, or again, a problem for a specific group of people. Sometimes it's based upon your best ever client case study. More often than not, you will know someone who's the ideal template for your micro niche. It might even be you, and the frustrations will be yours, either your past or your present. If you can closely relate to the issues, you can craft a pitch that fits your niche. Alternatively, you might target a niche based on your past, because you can remember vividly a struggle that needs addressing or a problem to solve. Your micro niche should consist of people who you would enjoy connecting with, and people who would equally enjoy connecting with you. If you are not a vegetarian, don't make it part of your niche just because you think it makes business sense. You need to embrace your niche. You need to love it. You will either get found out as a hypocritical meat eater, or you will end up hating your business because it's not a good fit with who you are, your personality, your values, your strategy and approach to life. So, choose a micro niche that you identify with personally, with genuine concern and interest. You'll feel and you'll need to feel comfortable saying no to other opportunities until you achieved a level of notoriety with this micro niche. Please choose carefully. But also, the idea here is to have some trial and error. Pick one, two, or three, and then we can start working from there. Use a sniper rifle, not a shotgun. Intuitively, people believe that taking a general, all-encompassing approach to pitching is more effective than a narrowly focused pitch. Experience shows me it is not. When you try to catch everyone in your net, you catch no one. The cast your net wide, or more graphically, the heavy artillery shotgun approach to business is well and truly dead. A broad approach is specifically ineffective when you are starting out. You need to become a laser-sharp marksman, focusing on a very specific micro niche. For thousands of years, people only did business with those who were geographically close to them. They bought from the baker down the road, the accountant nearby, and went to the local toy store. In a world where geography was a natural barrier, a general store approach worked well because you could capture as many people as possibly in your local vicinity. Today, we live in a virtual world which is almost unlimited by geography. You are connected to each other with a swipe of a finger on your smartphone. People now buy from the companies they find when searching on their iPad, their iPhones, their smartphones, regardless of where the business is geographically located. For this reason, you need to focus. You need to become known for the micro niche and be prepared to sell to people wherever they are. The general store is now Amazon, and you're not going to beat them at their game. Instead, you'll use the technology to reach people all over the world who is searching for your micro niche. Your micro niche is something you pitch for. Whenever you are asked, "What do you do?" you share exactly the type of thing you are aiming for, even though it can exclude other opportunities. No more giving boring general answers from now on. No more giving boring general answers. From now on, go directly after the perfect client or project you want to work with. Constructing a social pitch. You have a big game in this PALI opportunity. You have a starting point. Now we need to address that age-old question. What do you do? Your response can lead to a deep conversation, or it can lead to polite but disengaged chit-chat. Your goal is to prepare a short answer to this question that lights people up and has them asking for more information, for more products, for more services. This social pitch gets used daily. It will end up being used online, and others might even start using it when they introduce you. If you have a team, they need training to prepare a social pitch too. Let's take a look at 10 examples of how a normal response to the question, "What do you do?" could be turned into a social pitch. From "I have a PR agency, public relations agency, we do work on brand endorsement deals," to "I run a PR agency, we specialize in matching celebrities with product endorsement deals. These deals make money for everyone involved and last for years. We've done deals for big businesses right through to startups." Example number 2. From "I'm a mergers and acquisitions consultant or just a consultant, I help businesses grow through acquisitions," to "I specialize in mergers and acquisitions. I help companies to buy out a competitor without using any cash. Many of my clients have doubled their revenue in a single deal." Even if you don't have clients by now, you start getting that picture. From "I have a financial services business that provides advice," to "I have a financial advice team who solve $1 million problems for governments, banks, and people. We have 50 finance geniuses on our team who do nothing but crunch data on investments and risk. Our mission is to solve the financial crisis facing retiring baby boomers. From I have a training company that deals with HR issues or learning and development. To I have a training company that teaches managers how to fire an employee properly. We are experts in how to have difficult conversations and to how to fire people so that they feel okay about it. We also save our clients a fortune in legal claims. From I design websites, blogs, and e-commerce platforms to my design agency creates blogs for non-fiction authors. We help turn a book into a business. Typically, our work results in more paid speaking, consulting, and book sales. From I'm a personal fitness instructor and I help people to lose weight or tone up. To I'm a fitness instructor. I take people on 10-day fitness retreats to Thailand to learn Thai boxing on the beach. From I am a chartered accountant, but don't hold that against me. To I am a chartered accountant. I only work with consultants who charge over 500 a day. If a consultant is earning over 70,000 annually, I can usually save them at least 3,002 hours a week. From I make a fortune and other goods to I create rare, exclusive, one-of-a-kind boardroom tables and desks. Our tables and desks often go in value and are collected by billionaires and celebrities. Recently, we were appointed to supply our work to one of the world's most exclusive brands. From my wife and I, my girlfriend and I, my friend and I are starting up a business doing travel-related services. To I used to work for a major airline rewards program. I switched sites and now I help business owners game the system and fly around the world in business class almost for free with their travel points or travel mileage. From we shoot video for business, we can do anything relating to film production, editing, animation, stuff like that. To we film orientation and training videos that get shown to new members of staff in their first week. The goal is to get everyone representing the company properly from day one and create a high performance culture. So, what did you notice? These 10 examples are based on real life successful businesses. As a result of improving that basic first response to the question, what do you do? They have generated a lot of business and opportunities in the real world, and they are more engaging than most people you'll meet. In these examples, the response focuses on the value for the person listening versus the facts about the person speaking. So, what do you do? How will you change your social pitch? How will you craft your social pitch? Craft several drafts and make it into one. You can use the help of the chat GPT in order to clean up your draft. Building a strong presentation pitch. Once people are hooked by what you do, they will want more. The goal is to make a scheduled time to deliver a presentation pitch. This could range from a few minutes to a few hours, depending on the circumstances. A presentation pitch can't be left to chance. When you have a captive audience, you must be prepared to cover your bases. You also can sound ill-prepared. You must know your pitch so well that it comes from your heart more than your memory or from your reading. So keep that in mind when presenting next class. Presenting live, remember. This means you need to write out a presentation pitch. Make a presentation, learn it, and practice it until you own it. You know you have it when you can talk passionately about your topic for 3 minutes or 3 hours without much preparation. Getting to this point requires you to start with some structure. Let's take a look at some key things you need to know about your pitch. So, number 1. Your pitch centers around solving a problem. People don't buy anything unless it solves a problem. They might not describe it that way. They might say they have a need, a want, or a desire, or that their product is good looking. The deeper truth is that they only buy things that fix an unmet need. There is no value in coming up with an idea that doesn't solve a problem in a better way that is currently available. There's no point pitching an idea unless you understand what the problem is that you're able to resolve. There are two types of problems, the solutions to which are particularly valuable. Something people or businesses are already doing, buying, which you can provide better, cheaper, more conveniently, or with more emotional benefit or passion to them. An unsolved problem people or businesses have, or will have soon, as a consequence of technological, economic, political, or social change, which you can predict and solve. Number 2. A pitch must be grounded in reality. For your pitch to have a real power and value for others, they need to see your idea is inspired by a genuine insight that is based in reality. This means that they want to know how you arrive at ideas in your pitch as well. Ideas based on reality are almost always born from one of three insights. A customer insight. One day you might have been shopping for something and you just couldn't find what you were after. The service you received was terrible. You discovered something shocking, or you just knew what it could be done in a much better way. So you set out on a mission to right all the wrongs that you saw as a customer. A technology insight. You spotted a way to use or create technology that solves a real problem or offers a brand new benefit to people. You see that there's some new opportunity to combine your niche with a new technology and make life easier. Usually, you're well experienced in this technology and you've spotted a new application for it. An industry insight. You know your niche so well that you've been able to figure out how things should be done better, faster, cheaper, more consistently, or with more fun and passion that you love to do. You've got deep insights into the future and you're going to be the first person there. Remember, this is a trial and mistake way of pitching. It's like our first draft. So, stay with me. Number 3, your pitch must be aligned to your own story, your own personal story. When people hear you deliver your presentation pitch, it must tell them more than just why this is a good idea. It must tell them why it's a good idea for you. For an idea to hold your attention long enough and gain traction, it must be aligned with your strongly held beliefs, and passions, or else you will get bored with it. A great presentation pitch leaves people with a feeling that you were born to do this. Remember, one of my own strong beliefs that entrepreneurs and leaders can solve meaningful problems in an expansive way. I want to see a world where more people are empowered to be entrepreneurs and leaders. This lines up with my personal story. Since I was a kid, I've been using the entrepreneurial mindset to solve meaningful problems. And consulting. If I get involved in any business that is aligned to that mission, I know I will stay energized. Whenever I have tried to go after a good idea that didn't really line up with my beliefs, I tired of it quickly, and it fizzled into an expensive learning experience, even if it was a good pay. So, quick exercise. What strongly held belief do you have that makes you perfect for your business or idea? Start with I strongly believe. and draft. 4. Your pitch must articulate the payoff. Your presentation pitch must articulate the benefits you bring to the person listening. Too many people talk about what they do, what they are good at, what they are experiencing, or what they are qualified for. All of that is irrelevant if you don't translate it into a payoff for the person who's listening. A dentist should talk about creating the perfect smile, removing people from pain, or extending the life of youthful clean teeth. People in law or lawyers should talk about protecting a business from a well-funded competitor, preventing an idiot from winning a spurious claim, or ensuring that co-founders of a startup are energized and focused on their business rather than bickering over their percentages and fights with investment or with their teams. I recommend you have 3 core beliefs that others will experience as a result of working with you. For example, when I explain this PALI project method, I expand on 3 big payoffs. You can get to earn more money or deliver more value with less struggle. You get more recognition within the industry, the niche and micro niche you love. You get to attract more of the right opportunities. That just energizes you. If people understand the payoff, they are interested in how to get it. Even if you have an amazing product, people won't buy from you if they can figure out what it means to their life. It's best to link your product to the classic highly valued payoffs. More money, more time, better quality of life. Be as specific as you can. So, what 3 payoffs do you want to give to others? How will you deliver the result? Once you know why you want to do something and what it will do for others, the big question most people want to know next is how you will deliver it. Will this be a consumable product? Will it be a service? Will it be software? Will it be a subscription? Is it a training or learning program? Is it a website? Will it be a retail or e-commerce store? How you get your value to others can be in many forms and it may grow over time. The famous Richard Branson from Virgin has a big why: to shake up all industries and give customers a more delightful experience. Virgin delivers 3 main promises: to give customers a better deal, to make its service fun, and to champion the needs of customers. How they deliver it is through planes, trains, even yachts, cruises, credit cards, phones, festival, and about a lot of other businesses. But remember that you are starting small, but with a high vision. Quick exercise. How do you get these 3 valuable promises over to others? Now we are getting into matter: how to construct your presentation pitch. When you know the foundations of your pitch, life and business gets easier. With strong foundations in place, you can easily give a talk, write a brochure, create a new product, author a book, record a video, or do a deal. The most important next step is to use these foundations in a nice logical order to share your ideas with others in a way that allows them to get enrolled in your vision. There are many ways to structure a pitch. The first method I teach people when they are new to pitching is fairly basic. Position yourself as clear and credible. It's clear to your audience who you are and why you are worth listening to. You may state something that reinforces this yourself. You might be introduced by a respected friend. You might arrive in your nice car, your private jet, as any billionaire will tell you to do. The real value of a private jet isn't the legroom. Articulate a problem and how you notice it. You have seen a real problem and you are calling attention to it. Richard Branson from Virgin tells a story about how he was stranded in an airport and wondered if there was a better way to run and to manage an airline. Extrapolate on the impact of the problem. You know that this problem impacts more areas of life than one might first think. You project forward into the future and stipulate what can arise if this problem isn't dealt with. Solve it. Suggest that you have a way of solving this problem and share your ideas freely. Educate people on the key insights you have for making sure this problem is solved properly. Prove it. Back up your claim with some proof that it's a good idea. If you haven't got proof, you have a highly respected person vouch for what you are saying. Quote some statistics if you can share or research online, or share a case study that adds weight to what you are saying in your pitch. Ask for what you want. Finally, get them to share what you need in order to take the idea forward. Be specific, be bold, and be clear about what you want and why. Leave people uplifted. Don't finish a pitch on a flat note. You want to finish with a story, an idea, or a vision for the future that gets people excited. People don't often remember everything you said, but they surely remember the way you left them feeling. Be sure to deliberately leave people feeling something positive. Remember, our PALI is Positive Action Leadership Influencer. Use this structure to write out a pitch and rehearse it. It may seem a little too structured at first. However, with practice, you will develop so much clarity in your own mind that you will be able to talk about your idea naturally and still hit these bases in the right order. If your pitch sounds too rehearsed, you haven't rehearsed it enough. Pitching bonus. Public speaking as a student and creating social media content as videos. One of the fastest and most powerful ways to become a PALI is to speak to groups at university or at your work if you have one, either at live events or through the social media as video, as a speaker or also as a podcast. As a speaker or media personality, you are instantly transformed into an authority on your topic, and you will reduce the time it takes to get your message out. One of the essential things of PALI must do is get comfortable giving their pitch to a group. This will only happen if you practice your pitch one-on-one with hundreds of people. The more you give your pitch to the people around you, the more likely it is that you'll be given an opportunity to leverage your message. It's virtually impossible to make it into the media or into the stage if you can deliver powerful pitch to an individual first. If the thought of public speaking or being feared in the media scares you, consider enrolling on a speaking course or working with a professional, or practice like we do in this course, as you can do it one-to-one meeting. No one is born with speaking skills. The insider secret is that every great pitcher, speaker, or media personality has had training. Organize your pitch into a talk, like we will do next class, and read it yourself for the day you get invited to take the stage or appear in the media. It will also help you in the next steps of our PALI formula when you go to create a product or an online presence. Embrace the critics. A big fear people have when pitching their idea is getting what they perceive to be a negative response. One of my mentors and coaches has raised hundreds of millions of dollars for his business. He tells me all the time that one of the best responses you can get when you tell someone your idea is, "That won't work." Rather than getting offended, he sees this negative reaction as an excellent opportunity to find out what people think is currently blocking the way forward. If someone says to you, "That won't work," don't be offended. Get curious, ask them what they think it won't work. Be patient, ask lots of questions, and write down the answers. It's these valuable insights that will draw you to discover the most important elements of your pitch that you need to get across. You might get the chance to pitch to the perfect person and they might start picking holes in your plan. Don't fight with them, don't try to shut them up. Instead, get curious. If someone says that it won't work because you won't find good staff who can deliver the specialized service, when your next pitch will become even more powerful when you say, a big reason this hasn't been done before is because it's almost impossible to find the staff needed to deliver the service. We have been able to overcome that issue, and here's how. A typical startup entrepreneur wants people to love their ideas and hates it when someone points out even minor flaws in their plan. A more experienced leader realizes that a critical eye is a valuable thing, and any shortcomings must be addressed in order to improve their plan. Of course, you want people to be blown away by your pitch, but you're also pitching to get feedback, and some of your best insights will come from your critics. If you feel that someone relished the criticism they gave you, it will be that much sweeter when you succeed after addressing their concerns. A perfect pitch powers performance. Your pitch is your foundation. It's the most basic asset you have as an entrepreneur or future entrepreneur, leader, change maker, or influencer. It's also one of your most powerful. Larger companies too benefit when every person knows how to pitch. One of our clients taught his 50 plus team how to pitch properly. Everyone from the receptionist to the directors had to know the 3-minute pitch by heart. The results were stunning. The entire company saw greater alignment, more energy, more innovation, and more sales, which could all be tracked back to this pitching activity. Your pitch also forms the basis of the next steps in your PALI plan. From a great pitch, you will be able to publish powerful content, develop maybe hot products or services, build a trust profile, and get others involved through partnerships. Without a perfect pitch, you should be cautious completing the next steps in this PALI formula. But remember, we are in this course, so we need to practice, deliver, and step into mistake and trial. If your pitch has flaws, they will show up in everything else you produce. A poor pitch will yield a boring book, products that are impossible to sell, websites that don't keep people reading, and fruitless partnerships. You want to be sure that what you have to say is valuable, that you are excited by it, and that others can get excited too, or easily see it's not for them. You want to be sure you are happy about your micro niche and the part you want to play in it. You want to have tested your pitch on people who are in the know and gauge that they are in favor of your ideas. If you are happy with what you created, then get ready for the next step in the PALI method. You are about to see how to get an express pass to the inner circle of your micro niche by writing and publishing, creating ways to get out your ideas into the market. So, said this, I will be putting the instructions to build your pitch in order for you to present next class. And it is a mandatory because I want to see how you pitch. Create your presentation, open up if you like to open up your camera and go for it. So, said this, I hope you find this content interesting and go for your PALI pitch. Sorry for giving this lecture recorded, but as I said before, we are having some troubles with the internet around our office. So, any questions, feel free to send me an email. Thank you and have a really nice day. I'm waiting for your pitch next class. Goodbye.